Oh boy, someone at EA is in some serious poo-poo. This is a very early leak of Need for Speed. We have already seen a little bit of it in its best light with the preview, but I'm about to show you some very early leaked footage. Let's get to it. Here she is, and oh my lord. Don't worry, there is some with sound a little bit later. This is very placeholder. We've never seen it. Most of you will never have seen a game this early on. It looks very simplistic, basic. There's not much to it whatsoever. But who has leaked this? Who's brought this into the world? Well, as far as it would make sense, is that an EA employee decided to, you know, accidentally or maybe on purpose send some footage around. Now, honestly, the person I heard about it from, I don't want to name him exactly, but I'm going to say that his name rhymes or is similar sounding to Poopy Sniffer. You may... On this very first clip, you can see in the top left corner that there is a date of this build. This build was May this year, 2020. So this is actually quite recent. There's a whole lot of things to jump in. Please take this with a very slight grain of salt, considering the fact that this is nothing like what the game's going to look like when it finally comes out. I know there's some people that will take this majorly out of context, so I just want to get that out of the way. So, the smoke, very clearly not final. Need for Speed is never going to be this over-the-top cartoony yay game. Never. Need for Speed's always had fantastic graphics, and that's something they're aiming to do. We heard it at their EA Play event. And this is very clearly just it's not finished. It's not see-through. It's not got the lighting correct. The light map isn't there. There's so many things that are just not on with it. For example, the air paths that you see, which I have to say, there are some cool things about that, but very clearly, again, not finalized, not finished, but something that was kind of well received in Need for Speed Heat, so they decided to take it up another bloody notch. The light trails have returned, which is super cool. I'm very happy about that. It definitely gives a cool sense of speed. The air effects on the spoilers, probably my favorite part, and the old style NOS seems to be back. Remember on Need for Speed Heat, you would just press it and it would Now it seems like we're going back to holding it down, letting go, and it can go back up based on your driving, near misses, and the like. Very cool. Mucho gracias. Is that... Now, we're going to get to the points that I'm a little bit worried about. The handling looks a little bit strange. Now, it's difficult to say because we don't have the information. Is brake to drift an option again? Is that enabled by default again? Are we getting rid of grip handling again? Are we keeping grip handling and this is the drifter? There's just so many things and issues to talk about. We can't really decide on what the handling is properly like, but from what I can see right here, it looks more brake to drift than Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Heat took away from that a little bit. It does still have the element of when you slow down, when you drift, it does slow you down. So I am appreciative of that. But it does seem they've tried to speed it up a little bit again, because everybody seems to be pulling skids. And I don't want to be pulling no skids in a street race. That's not what we do. We drive as best we can. We grippy boys over here. Now, the demo seems to include a lot more jumps, a lot more stunts, a lot more airtime and billboards and stuff. You'll notice it dotted around this area. That's definitely like a new map. We've not seen this. There's, again, a reason why it makes me think that this is real. This stuff has been going around for a little while now, but it looks more Criterion than ever, and that would make sense considering it's gone to Criterion, which does fuel my worry about Criterion regaining control of Need for Speed, because I quite frankly, I don't want more burnout in Need for Speed, and I'm pretty sure everyone agrees here. Some elements that were moved across from Burnout to this game, quite frankly, I don't want any of them. They blurred those series because of Criterion, and now a different formation of Criterion is back with the same heads of studio. Well, it's one of the same heads of studio. The head honcho is the head honcho that was from the past. I just gotta hope that they know that's not what we want. We don't want it to be Burnout. We want it to be Need for Speed. There is a distinct difference between those two games, and that needs to be shown. And it shows here that you're not really understanding that. that's a bit of a problem. And there are some new sound effects that sound super, super cool. Tire screech noises. There's some very cool tire screech noises. I do like me a tire screech noise. When I pull a skirt, it does sound, some of them very cool. Some of the air noises, the effect when you're flying through the air and the like, very cool. But I don't think it should be forced as much with the big off-road jumps and the stupid, that's Burnout. Hey, we're doing positive here. So the map is clearly it's unseen. That's one of the main reasons that's definitely making me think that this is a new area. It does say Palm City or downtown Palm City in the bottom left corner, but very clear they just haven't updated all the areas yet. Maybe they haven't even named the areas yet. So it's just general practice. They probably just copied the map kind of name gridding from the previous game or built upon the map that was already there, the base of the map, rather than creating a whole new asset. It's like they use cars. They probably built upon the same assets they already have, and they already have the asset for the mini-map and the last one, and some of the UI looks incredibly the same, and they've carried that on from the previous game. It's very obviously like carry on over stuff. But this is the very earliest we have ever seen Need for Speed footage. I don't think we've ever had a big leak like this before. This is the biggest Criterion. You're gonna make EA close you as well. You need to be careful. Now, I know for sure there is someone on this platform that again rhymes with Poopy Sniffer. He has a contact, okay? And I know that this man has seen a lot more than the rest of us has. But this is the earliest we've ever seen it for standard as is. I imagine most developers don't want their games seen this early. And I think this could very much be a negative. This video could be taken down by EA. And quite frankly, I can't blame them for that. If that's the case, I just hope they don't strike my channel. I just hope it's we're going to claim that and not make it visible in any country. Consider doing that instead if you're going to take my video down. Please, EA, I swear. But what I will twist this and say, even if they do plan to take this down, I want to make this a very good opportunity. I want to make the best of a good situation for us, also a bad situation for EA. We're going to make the best of it. This is perfect. Normally, we make our hype build-up videos, all Need for Speed YouTubers make our hype and build-up videos from next year onwards, because that's when the game's coming out. But by then, generally, it's quite a bit too late to make any substantial changes or improvements to the game, because it's all content lock. Pretty much from there, it's polish, get it ready, get it finished, get it finalized, get it in the bloody game. Well, this time, we actually have a very good chance, a very early chance to tell them this is crap, this is good, this is okay, this needs this. We can help them. We need to make use of this situation right here. Please let me know in the comments, and EA, and I'm pretty sure, I know developers watch this channel, so they can hear what we have to say about the game in its current state. Now, again, this is an early build. It probably looks completely different now, and this whole area may be even textured. But the point is, we need to make use of this. Tell them what you think. I've already expressed my opinion on the handling. My biggest concern is the handling right now, because they took a step in the right direction with the last game. I hope they do the same again. Stop adding more Criterion. I do feel there's been a bit too much Criterion added here, but they can adjust that. They can play with that, and we'll see. Of course, there's only one car here. Some of the sound effects, the new pops and bangs stuff, over the top stuff, very cool. Carrying on from Need for Speed Heat to make it even more exciting. And of course, this is the first Need for Speed that's going to be running on the new gen consoles. So the new gen consoles that only got dev kits very recently, I would imagine. So they're getting to grips and playing and learning and experimenting, quite frankly, because if they just followed the path of exactly what Ghost did 100%, then Ghost were closed for a reason, and EA will do the same again. But stop Criterionizing, stop burnoutizing Need for Speed. That's my main thing here. I would say, again, some of it looks good. There's just some points that make me worried. Could this be an area of Heat that was unused? Maybe this is a fake leak. I did think that initially when I saw some screenshots, but now we've seen this full-blown gameplay, it's kind of hard to say, yeah, this is fake. It would be a very damn well good-made fake. Take more effort to make this fake than it would to make an actual bloody game. So you may as well make the actual full game for us. It's looking like that's the case. There's new sound effects and features that were in Payback, and then they've changed them for this game. In Heat, should I say, that they changed for this game. So very clearly, unless this was all scrapped for the last game, it just wouldn't make sense to me. As I said, this is a super unique opportunity. Let's make use of it. Start listing your concerns, your worries, but also what you like, what you are interested in, what you're intrigued by. I have to say, the new effects of the air and all that kind of the new sound effects, very much appreciate. The area, the map looks pretty interesting from the small amount that we can see. Lots of elevation changes, just like they did with the previous one, though I do think they probably have got inspiration from the Ghost map. Considering that a lot of the team is from, some of the team is from Ghost, I imagine some of the map stuff may have been even thought of quite a while ago. I'm glad that the old style NOS is back, though I do hope that you can maybe switch between the two, like the big long shot NOS that's just one burst, and then the opposite, which would be the short bursts whenever you want. That was a thing in the older games. That should be a thing again. I hope they keep performance tuning. I hope they keep the customization. It looks like the paint stuff is still in the game, and of course there is daytime. It doesn't know if we don't know if it's dynamic. Do we want dynamic weather and day again? I probably would want more dynamic weather, time, day stuff again. So flood the comments. Let me know. What do you think? Tell me your opinions. Are you worried, more worried, or less worried than you were before? I'm going to say, I don't know. It didn't really help anything other than that we know it exists, which is good. We knew it existed already. What did we learn today? Good question. All right, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you in the next video, which we may get more leaks. But if you see this video, this could be a rare opportunity, so make use of it. Until next time, peace.